About the Fed's decision not to pursue charges against Jeffrey Epstein back in 2016, when a number of lawyers warned he might still be abusing girls. At the time, Epstein had already pled guilty to prostitution charges in Florida, and a prosecutor meeting with his accuser's lawyers reportedly contacted the FBI to ask if they felt justice had not been served. But they didn't get a response. Our next guest, accusing them of, quote, turning a blind eye, Fox Nation's Crime Stories host Nancy Grace joins me now. Nancy, let's go through the timeline if we can here. So take me back. What happened in 2016 with Epstein and these prosecutors?
Now, keep in mind that in 2007, as you just said, there was a secret deal where Epstein basically got a slap on the wrist for raping little girls. There's really no good way to put it. Fast forward, 2016, victims' lawyers go to the Southern District of New York's U.S. Attorney's Office. They meet with them with evidence, including a nude photo taken allegedly by Ghislaine Maxwell and gifted to Epstein as a birthday gift. Really? How much more blatant do you have to be to take a picture nude of a little girl and give it as a birthday gift? What was it, framed? Long story short, they presented that and other evidence to the U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District of New York, Lower Manhattan, and begged for an investigation, and they turned a blind eye. And don't try to just blame it on the Assistant U.S. Attorney, Amanda Kramer, because a case like this would have gone all the way to the top. They did nothing. And it was only when the Miami Herald busted Epstein that they were shamed into prosecuting. They gave him 3 years to continue to molest little girls.
3 more years free to continue to do what he was doing. I have to follow up on a phrase you used there. This would have gone all the way to the top. The Jeffrey Epstein story, Nancy, is always about its connections to power centers. Who else is connected? Why was this case passed upon in 2016? So tell me more, Nancy. Like, what does that mean? Go to the top. We always wondering.
I can tell you this
it seems more malignant than turning a blind eye, doesn't it?
Oh, you're not kidding. Now, another thing that the Southern District would have you believe is that they called the FBI down in Florida, but they didn't get a return phone call. How many times did I have to get in my car and go out to a witness and bam on the door till somebody came, or I would wait till they got home? You don't wait for a return phone call. You do the right thing. Now, apparently this went up to her boss, Dan Stein, and they say the appointed U.S. attorney for the Southern District, Preet Bharara, didn't know anything about it. He was later fired by Trump unceremoniously. He was the guy that went after Wall Street, making a big name, also known as the showman. But somehow he never heard about this case. And this guy, multimillionaire Epstein, with all that money, all those connections, child molested little girls. Think about it. Being forced to be molested by Epstein with Ghislaine Maxwell smiling on. It's sick. And they let this happen.
It is absolutely sick. And it's just there's too many quote unquote coincidences. There's too many connections to power and too many passes given to make this just your normal
everyday. Can I just tell you one more thing?
Obviously,
very
yes.
quickly?
Please.
As a prosecutor, I would almost always handle cases on my own. But when I had a sensitive case or a difficult case, I would go to my boss, the elected district attorney, and talk to him about it. Nothing was done without his knowledge. And there is no way in HELL, the higher-ups did not know this was happening.
There's the story right there.